been gone for a while, but it's Dragon Feather for your daily dose of Dragon Feather. I don't even remember how to do these videos. Oh my gosh, I'm in bed with stitches. Oh my gosh. Grab a drink, grab a snack. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute. I can't believe it, you guys. I can't believe it. I don't want to talk about why I have stitches, but I do, and I'm bored. So please keep me company. Let's talk about some bullshit. Yeah? We all love the bullshit. So, hey, hi, hello. How are you doing? I haven't been here in a minute. I have been having one of the most chaotic weeks of my life. It's been good. It's been okay, but you know, sometimes that's how life goes. But yeah, we have we are ice in the foot. Yeah. Because I have stitches. So, I don't know how long I'll be able to hang out because I really do need to get sleep, but I just like have been in bed and I am a little stir crazy and I would really like to get better soon. It's a little exhausting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Aaron Michael Asensio stitches? Yeah, check it out, dude. I'm icing the stitches. I don't really want to talk about why I have stitches in my foot right now, but I do, and it hurts so bad. Let's just say I got attacked. I did. What did you kick? I didn't kick anything. I got my ass kicked. Rebel Child Witchery, hey, hi, hello, good to see you. Yeah, I got attacked. So I really don't feel like talking about it. It was a pretty traumatic experience. So, oh my god, it was like right when I was getting better, a dog, basically, yeah. You right. The dog got me. Yeah, no, it was an animal attack. I know that's really scary. I would still choose the bear. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry about the TikTok tag. I just really thought that family needed more eyes. Oh no, of course. No worries, Rebel Child. No worries. But yeah, dude, I can't believe I got this I'm okay now emotionally. I'm in a lot of pain with the stitches. So I wanted to kind of rant about my experience at the hospital because the hospital's a piece of shit. I hate healthcare in America and I need to vent about it because like I'm literally stuck in bed and my boyfriend's just running around doing a million things. He's literally the sweetest, but I'm just like literally like absolutely incapable of walking. I have crutches, you guys. Like that's it's bad. Yeah, I hope you hear soon physically and emotionally. Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay emotionally. It was extremely scary. Don't get me wrong. I don't recommend getting attacked by an animal at all. It's really shitty. I had to get rabies shots too. That was so much fun, you guys. I hate needles. I have like a phobia of needles, okay? And I literally had to get rabies shots. Okay. And I'm not even done. We have to do day 3. So technically it's day 1. But we have to do day 3, and then day 7, and then day 14, and I'm just like, no. The zoo, a dangerous place. Yeah. Dude, I'm chronically ill. I'm so here for this event. So sorry you're going through it. Hannah, oh my gosh, thank you for joining the live. So, like, let me get into this. Let me, like, go ahead and just, like, trash talk the American healthcare system. First of all, this is all this video is gonna be. It's a fucking trash talking the American healthcare system. Please subscribe if you like that kind of content. So I literally, like, okay, first of all, doing my own thing, then out of nowhere get mauled by an animal. Cool, whatever. Rush to the hospital, right? I'm bleeding, you guys. Like, I have a gash on my leg, clearly because I got stitches. I have a gash on my leg. I'm bleeding, dripping blood. I'm, like, writhing in pain, like, screaming. Clearly, I'm not okay, okay? My boyfriend gets me to the ER, puts me in a wheelchair. We go into, like, the emergency room to check in. And they, like, basically, any sort of emergency, I did not have one, apparently. No, I ended up, they only took my vitals, like, right away, like not, they took, like, 3 people before me, and then they took me into the, like, vital signs, so that they took my blood pressure, they gave me the little, like, finger thing to, like, monitor my heart rate, and, like, you know, just the whole thing, right? And then they stick me back out in the waiting room. I'm bleeding. I'm actively bleeding, okay? I'm like a literal biohazard in the emergency room, like waiting area where everybody else is, okay? And then what happens next? Oh, they gave me a pack. You know those ice packs where you like break them and then shake them? Yeah, I'm actively bleeding, and they gave me those ice packs, and it clearly states on those ice packs, do not use on broken skin. Already incompetent. Okay, incompetent, malpractice, bullshit. I might sue somebody. I'm so upset. Oh my god. Okay, then I'm in the waiting room for 2.5 hours, actively bleeding. Like, all over the floor, all over my chair. They barely bandaged me up. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then my boyfriend, like, because like my boyfriend had to like do a bunch of things, you know, like, because it just like happened so suddenly. I wasn't expecting to go to the ER yesterday for freaking animal attack. And then then he comes back. No, before he comes back, one of the patients in the waiting room comes up to me. Mind you, this man is here sick himself, and he comes to ask me if I'm okay. The patient checks on me before the doctor. Okay? And he's like, "Ma'am, are you okay?" Like, I'm like, "Do you need something? Can I get you something?" And I'm just like actively bleeding here. Like, I don't know. This man is a patient, goes up to the front desk on my behalf and literally says, "What the fuck?" And they still don't do anything. Okay, so then like another hour later, my boyfriend gets back, and then he's like, "Okay, you have to come check on her." And then finally, one of the nurses comes to check on my active bleeding situation. Okay, she like pulls back the little tiny ass bandages they gave me in the vital check scenario, and she was like, "Oh, that's really bad, isn't it?" No shit, Sherlock. Why the fuck am I in the ER? So then, like 2 or 5 names later, they call me back. They call me finally. They call me back. Okay. And I am in agony. I'm telling you guys right now, I am in pain. I was attacked. Not only was I like scared, like I had like just adrenaline like bullshit. I'm just like, dude, help me. I'm like literally squirming like a worm in place because I'm just like, I'm in pain. What do you want me to do? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. And then they're like, "Oh, you could take Tylenol." All of my menstrual problems my whole life, going to the ER when I've needed pain medication for my like cramps. "Just take Tylenol, you'll be fine." Oh my god, just take Tylenol. Like, bitch, if I could just take Tylenol, don't you think I wouldn't be here right now? No. I'm actively oozing. Like, I'm literally bleeding out right now. Like, it wasn't that bad. I'm exaggerating. I have stitches, okay? But, like, there's a huge gash on my foot that's just oozing. And then I have, like, all these little mall marks all up my calf. And they're just oozing. Shark attack? No. I got mauled by a dog. No, I'm just grateful it wasn't worse than it was. It could have been so bad. But here I am, like, I'm literally just waiting. And then they finally get me in this room to, you know, like, the doctor comes to check on me, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, so you're gonna need stitches, and we're gonna give you a rabies shot, and then we're gonna give you some lidocaine, like, which is like a local numbing agent. It's not even a painkiller, mind you. So then there was that. And yeah, so then they do stitches, no pain medicine. They had a local numbing. I thought, I'm gonna trigger myself. It was awful. It's gross. So I hate the way my foot feels right now. I like want to scream. I want to fall asleep. I don't want to be in my body right now. So like, that's why I'm literally talking to you guys. And then yeah, like I was in the hospital another like hour basically before they discharged me. Mind you, me and I had my boyfriend there, a man. Literally, I had a man there advocating on my behalf, and they still wouldn't give me pain medicine. I'm like, okay, if that doesn't work, like, I don't know what's gonna. Like, I don't know what's gonna. It's just a little bit ridiculous, if that makes sense. So yeah. Now now I'm back in bed. um I literally just, it was a day. I really wish that my foot didn't hurt so bad. I wish I couldn't feel the stitches. Like, it's just awful. It's pretty bad. Yeah, you think it was a somebody's dog. It's stray. I didn't even do anything. It just happened so fast. I have an ID because I was bleeding out during my periods. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Karina, I feel you. But like, hey, like, you know what? Like, I just have to like be grateful because like it could have been so much worse than it was. Like, you'll love the mushroom lamp. Yeah. Check out the mushroom lamp. Oh, I've had it like up on my things before, but like, yeah, I'm just like, I'm just over it. And like, no matter how many times I've asked for pain medicine, like my boyfriend's called other doctors to see if they would like do, because I'm literally just like doing my best. Like, this is the best I've felt since I've been attacked. And like, I just, whatever, like I could have lost a foot. I could have had worse. I think I might be able to fully recover from this scar free. Like, I might have a little bit of a scar on my foot, but hey, I still have a foot. Like, and it just made me realize like how grateful I am. And also wanted to let you guys know, fun fact, actually really sad fact, because my leg is wrapped up in gauze right now, I ended up learning where the term gauze comes from. It comes from the Palestinian town Gaza, and the fabric was thought to have originated there. So I just find it really ironic how they always tend our wounds and we ignore theirs. So if you're willing to donate, you can click the link on my channel to donate to two of these families that I'm helping rescue. Nada, I'm reuniting her with her husband and her brother. She has two boys. And then, hey, hi, hello. And then playing with the cat right now. Okay, and then I'm going to, what's it called? Oh, yes. And then Mara and Omar's, they're a young couple from Gaza I'm trying to reunite. So yeah, that's where the term Gaz comes from. And I just really, it kind of like, it hurts a little, and I feel really close to like Gaza when I'm like wrapped up in Gaza now, especially just with what they're going through. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share some light with that today, especially how it's been tied into my experience at the hospital. I feel like no matter what I do in life now, I'm constantly finding out about the history of Palestine and the history of the Congo and the history of Sudan and Iraq and Iran and Haiti and Yemen and Syria and Lebanon and all of these countries that I was like raised to believe were evil people. And I'm just like so glad that like I am seeing the truth now, So how did you manifest this? I personally like call upon life to challenge me constantly, especially my spirit team, because I believe it is through my challenges in life that are meant to perfect me, that are meant to help me evolve, that are meant to test my faith, that are meant to inspire me, make me innovative. When I get literally like I realized today that like I have come a long way, because I used to not have such a positive mindset. And I was literally the whole time while I was in the ER, I was just like, I'm so blessed. Like, I have nothing to be sad about. Like, I have nothing to be guilty of. I have nothing to, need. I don't need anything. Like, I have everything I've ever needed and wanted. And like, the least I can do is experience some pain sometimes in order to be more compassionate to others. So I was just very humbled. I've been very humbled by this. And I just want to kind of share that with you guys because a glittering assembly. I love that, Jesse 11. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at with this. And I just kind of wanted to remind you guys that like all we have is like how we can react and believe in certain situations. And like this attack could have set me back so far with all the progress I've made coming back to this channel and working on my life and healing from my trauma. And like I've never had stitches before and I hate that experience. Like, as somebody who's autistic, it's a sensory nightmare and I can't get out of my body, and it's like a panic attack almost every other hour. And like, I'm not afraid to share that anymore. And like, I'm really proud of myself because I used to be so afraid to just be human. But like, you have to remember that we're human beings. We're two things in one. we're humans and we're also beings. And I have been doing a lot of human without a lot of being. And I want to thank TikTok. I forget the creator who shared this with me. But like, I'm really grateful to be connected to so many beautiful things. I think the internet's such a beautiful thing. And like, I'm just really excited to be here. You know, like, I'm in a lot of pain right now. Like, but like, hey, like, that's something new for me. Like, I haven't been in this much pain before, and I've been through a lot. Um, and I've been through a lot of just like, I guess you could say emotional pain, and this is just really humbling me, in a different way. And it's just hard sometimes because, you know, what can we do? But deal with our own, you know, like, but deal with our own way, you know? I hope you're better mentally. Yeah, dude. Rain Hat, the military guy. This is what I'm sharing right now, is that I'm actually doing the best mentally that I ever have. Like, I have literally shaped my brain into becoming an absolute, like, unit. Like, and I will say that with my full chest. Like, I am not afraid to be myself anymore in a way that I never thought was gonna happen for me. And, like, all I can do is keep showing up. All I can do is be grateful and keep pushing forward, because like, the only way to like really be the being part of the human being is to not be in the future and not be in the past. It's to be present. And like, it's really hard for me right now to be present in this body with how much pain I'm in, you guys. But like, it's okay, because it could be so much worse. And I am strong enough to take this. And I am so grateful. I'm nothing but grateful. And I will always be grateful for everything, no matter if it's dark, no matter if it's light, because I've chosen to see the world as nothing but good. Because everything is objectively neutral. So is my pain. My pain is objectively neutral. Mind over matter. Like, I shape it. I shape my pain into what I want it to be. I don't let it shape me into what it wants me to be anymore. And I want to share that with you guys, because how many of you guys are out there who you feel like your pain has shaped your life? Leave a like on the video if you feel like your pain has shaped your life. But here's another thing. I want you guys to literally take your pain by the horns, and I want you to make your pain what you want it. You get to shape what your pain means to you. It's something that we can't avoid, you know? That's what happens when you have a brain. Like, you experience pain, but you can also experience pleasure, and you can also experience magic. And that's what I love about this life, is that I choose to transmute the pain in my foot into the most powerful magic that I've ever touched in my life. And this is only the beginning. It's only the beginning, because like, I have truly worked so hard to master this mentality. Like, the person I'm showing up to you guys right now today has been in the making for 20 years, and she's tired, but she's never felt more alive. And I just feel like the universe did this to me. She kicked me on my ass because I was trying to do too much, and I was about to push myself in an unbalanced place, and I needed to be kicked back and humbled again for a second, because right now I want to help the world so bad be a better place. I cannot leave this world until it is better. I refuse to die until this world is better. I simply refuse, you know? And so now that I've accepted that, I also have to understand that I have to rest and I have to transform. Transformation is a huge, huge process that takes place in the stillness sometimes. What kind of dog was it? I don't know. It happened so fast. It was on me. It was gone. I'm really happy that I'm alive. And not in a worse condition, you know? Like, who knows, man? Who knows? Like, honestly, God forbids, God, goddess, universe, dragons forbid anything else happen to me. I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like this was just a huge, like, humbling experience for me to remember just how grateful I am to be alive. And even my pain, I'm grateful for that, because there's so much lessons in my pain. I'm able to understand how to show up for people in a more compassionate way. I haven't been through many physical injuries, you know, apart from like sexual violence, unfortunately, but like actual physical trauma to your body, like that shit is a type of pain that I did not understand until I had to get stitches. Like that fucking sucks. My brain is on fire, my foot is on fire, but I am on fire too. And I'm gonna make that shit into something else that I would have never had access to if I didn't look at it that way. Like when you go through the path of the dragon, you guys, you have to go to the darkest depths. You have to go through hell, hellfire and beyond, and recover the parts of the light and use that to fortify yourself and transmute yourself. And that is such a special, rare power that if you choose to pursue consistently over time, you will be ahead of most everybody in the world up in your mentality, simply because people don't want to do the work. People don't want to do the work. In order to experience an injury the way that I am, as an alchemical process of magic, I couldn't show up in this injury right now if I didn't do the work in my head first in order to interpret the experience. Like, yeah, I'm in agony. Like, you can see me constantly moving, but my voice is not going to let me communicate that to you because I refuse to accept that reality. I'm not going to let this break me. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have that mentality. That is what it means to be a dragon. It means to choose your will and to assert your will, to dominate it over whatever else is in your life. It doesn't matter what's outside of you. Like, dragons are dominance. Like, and this is what I'm learning. Like, I have dragon fire on my foot and it sucks. It's gonna be there for 2 weeks. I fucking hate this. But it's like, I will use this to elevate me. I will use this to heal the world. I will use this to heal myself. I will use this to gain wisdom. I will use this to help somebody else do the same. You know? But I will break down too. Sometimes I'll literally like have meltdowns, and they're bad, they're ugly, you know, like I'm sometimes ashamed of them, but like I can't be anymore. I'm human. And like I'm so grateful that I have such a beautiful support system around me, not only with you hatchlings, but with just the people in my life. Like, and the only reason why I have such a beautiful support system in my life, you guys, is because I chose that. Like, I don't think you get it. Like, I chose this life. Like, I wouldn't have got here unless I chose that and decided to assert my dominance over whatever else happened in my reality. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it means to be a real alpha. Like, all these alpha men don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm sorry. They don't, because all the men in my world, in my reality, are so incredibly inspirational, and they care so deeply, not only about themselves, but about me and their communities. And I am constantly inspired by the humanity that I see every day. And all I want to do is share that with you. So maybe if you guys don't see that in your everyday reality, at least you can see here, and you can see in other people's channels too. I know you can, you know? Oh, hey, Vexed Heifer. Hey, you just tuned in. You doing okay? No. I have stitches in my leg, and the only way I'm gonna get through it is if I, like, channel some wisdom to you guys. Because, like, that's, like, how I stay present. You know? Like, I'm trying so hard not to dissociate from my body, which is what I would normally do. But, like, I've done too much work. Like, I get it. I understand how to take care of myself. I'm doing a breathing technique to help me manage my pain for those who aren't familiar with breath work. But this is why I also understand this happened to me, you guys, because my dragon guardians, they're telling me right now, they're like, they want me to live demonstrate to you guys what it means to alchemize your pain into power. Like, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? But like, this is what I mean when I've been through hell. Like, I walk through hell and I can do it, and you can do it too. Like, you just have to decide that. Hold it. Hold it and you go through it, yeah. Are you doing anything for Pride Month? Yeah, I'm being myself, you know? Like, I'm creating a safe space for people of all walks of life, especially the LGBTQ community, to feel safe here. Like, I hope you guys know that I will always defend your rights. I will always stand up for you, and I will always make sure people who aren't nice to you guys in front of me hear about it. You know, like, I'm like, no. Like, if you're gonna be a piece of shit, you don't exist in my space. Like, oh, I'm sorry, was that, like, homophobic? Oh, I'm sorry, was that transphobic? Oh, I'm sorry, was that biphobic? Yeah, that's what we're doing for Pride Month. Making sure that everybody who is in the LGBTQ community feels safe on this channel. What the Sigma? Scary Baboon. Nice name. You know, like, it's really hard when you are going through a lot, but, like, at the end of the day, you just gotta do what's best for you, and you have to decide, like, if you're gonna, you know, consciously choose what you want to do no matter what happens, or if you're just gonna let whatever happens constantly choose what you do. You know, like, I choose to have this experience be one of the most incredible experiences of my life, and I don't know why this happened. Sometimes it's allowed to be just a freak accident, and, like, you know, like, it's a huge transformational experience for me, and I'm really grateful, like I said. And I just want to maybe offer a different perspective for maybe some people who are going through health issues. Nels Lange, no, I got attacked by I got attacked by a dog. I got stitches in my leg. I'm very grateful it wasn't worse. I'm in a lot of pain right now, and I'm just kind of showing you guys live how I cope with that as a witch, as a draconic witch, in real time. Because, like I said, I'm in absolute agony. My pain level right now is about a 10 or 11, but I'm just really being present with you and showing you guys how, like, by channeling my consciousness and my presence with you guys, I'm able to ignore the pain. I'm able to transmute that pain into power live. That's what my guardians told me to do right now. Can't they give you pain meds? Aaron, Michael, Ascendi. I told you guys a little bit earlier in the live. Like, if you go watch back, like, the first, like 9 or 11 minutes of this live, I shared the story of my emergency experience and how I even had my boyfriend with me, a man, in the American healthcare system, advocating multiple times on my behalf for pain medicine. And they still wouldn't give me anything besides Tylenol. They sent me home. They're like, Tylenol will be enough for you, sweetie. And I'm like, okay. Like, fuck you. Honestly, fuck you, America. Like, fuck you, America. Fuck you, America. So, now I'm home, and all I have is cannabis to manage my pain and Tylenol. And so I'm doing the best that I can. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job. But I know not everybody in this world has a soul of steel like I do, and a spirit unbreakable. And so I just can't stop thinking about all of the people around America who are begging for medicine to feel better, and they are getting denied, you know? But that's okay, you know? Because I can take it, but, like, I'm not gonna be quiet about it. And I'm not gonna leave this planet until it's better. Because that's why I'm here. You know? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I got attacked by a dog. I'm in a lot of pain, got stitches. We are showing you guys real time how to alchemize that pain into power from the perspective of a draconic witch. So if you like that content, leave a like on the video and subscribe. Some people have different pain tolerances. That is cruel. Yes, that's why I'm very much considering suing. Like, for real. Because, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. America doesn't deserve this, especially when all my fucking tax money is going to bomb my brothers and sisters around the world. Fuck America. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm fucking so mad. Like, and I have every right to be, and I won't be quiet anymore. Like, I've suffered in silence too long with my health issues, and I'm just like, and my dragon guardians told me, they're like, it's not time to be silent anymore. No matter how scared you are, no matter how much what you say scares other people or makes them uncomfortable, or, like, no matter haters or whatever, or dislikes or censorship, you know, it's fine. Like, I'm meant to show up as much as I can, the daily dose of dragon feather, and that means you see all of my humanity. That means you see all of my being, and that's not something that, like, maybe a lot of people want to share, but it's something that I'm guided to share, and I'm not gonna, like, run away from that anymore, you know? It's just, like, a little bit, wild. We're really excited, actually. We're getting really good, engagement on the channel recently, and it's only because, like, guys, I'm following my, like, intuition. Like, following your intuition is like your compass to, like, where your spirit team is trying to guide you, you know? Like, my intuition is the only thing that I have for navigating this world, and every single time that I have, like, ignored my intuition or, like, rejected, like, you know, just the guidance that, like, my gut instinct was telling me to follow, like, I've paid the price dearly for it every single time. And, like, that's why I'm not gonna be afraid to, like, say, like, this is the only thing that I have for pain. You know, like, I'm so grateful I live in a state that has access to, like, cannabis for me, but, like, America, like, I wish that the healthcare system would take my pain and other people's pain more seriously, you know? Excuse me. Awesome Nana 2011. What's intuition? Intuition is like the little voice inside of your head that tells you to do something. Not your conscience, but it's like when you step into a room and something just feels off, and then you're like, yeah, I don't really think I should, like, be here right now. And then you leave that space and turns out something, like, bad happened there. That's what I would call a sense of intuition. Or, like, you know, somebody has, like, if you've seen, like, intuition checks, like, you can have, like, something in your hand, and then I could be like, okay, what color of, like, stone is in my hand? And then you would be like, it's a green stone. And I open my hand and it's a green stone. You kind of felt like something. It's like a little feeling that you get. What's on your nose? You mean this? It's a piercing. There are different types, for example, maternal instinct. Exactly. That's a very good, or a mother's intuition. Yeah, have you heard of that? Swear I'm rocking a dog coming at me. Yeah, it's a little, my leg is broken from a dog attack. No, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's so sad. I feel your pain, man. Like, I'm not broken, so I guess I don't feel your pain. Sorry for saying that, but, like, I can kind of understand, because the way that I'm just, like, broke up right now, I can't do anything. You know, like, but that's okay, because I'm gonna be able to walk after this. Like, I'm just gonna, like, maybe, like, I was already on a good path, you guys. Like, when I started coming back to this channel, I was already on a good trajectory for coming back. But dude, now, after this, I'm just on an infinitely better trajectory that just wouldn't have happened otherwise. And that's crazy to me. That's really crazy to me. I'm just really excited. Have you ever tried Kratom? I've heard of it, but I think I might look into it more. Yeah. My leg hurts so bad. That smarts, motherfucker. It is what it is. I've needed to isolate myself from people. Yeah, Phantom of the Sea, haven't we all? I had to do that for, like, almost 4 years. Like, I kind of, like, from, like, 2019 to, like, 2020, end of 2022, maybe. I had to do that, and it was just maybe the best decision I ever made. Yeah. So, if you can't tell, I'm just dealing with a little bit of a, yeah. I just want to thank you guys for being here with me on the live, because this is hard to go through alone. You know, like, have you been to Disneyland before? Yes. I don't really like Disneyland as much as I like Universal Studios, though. I have a Universal Studios pass. My boyfriend really loves the Jurassic Park ride, and I really love the Harry Potter world. Despite, we don't really buy things, but, like, we just like the experience. Sometimes we go there to like just work because it's like really close to where we live. My coworker had a meltdown and I wanted to help her so bad, but I was scared of making her feel uncomfortable or suffocated. Yeah, dude. Phantom of the Sea, when stuff like that happens, sometimes the best thing that you can do is just like get a cup of water and bring it to them, or you can just be like in a very calm voice, like, you know, just like, I'm here, you're not alone. You know, like for me, sometimes like, you don't have to suffer this alone, kind of thing. Like, if you want to hold my hand, I'm here for you, kind of thing. Because all the words that you can say sometimes just make you angry. You know, like, I don't want to hear how I'm doing so good. I don't want to hear how strong I am. I don't want to hear how brave I am. I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to hear how I'm almost done. Just a few more needles, just a few more pinpricks, just a few more pain. I don't want to hear that shit. I just want to hear, you don't have to suffer this alone. My hand is here if you need me. You know, that is offering the being part of the human experience. And that's what sometimes people in chronic agony need. Which is why, like, the way that you guys can be present for me with my pain, consider being present with the pain of the world. You know, like, offer a hand to those who might be in a place that you have no idea how to help, but try anyway. I've made so many incredible friends from Palestine simply for just saying, I'm here if you need me. You don't have to suffer this alone. And I know that that's all we need right now. It's so simple, you guys. And everything on the media, and everything on the celebrity shows, and everything on the Netflixes, and the videos, like, everything is just a distraction from you guys being there for each other, and loving each other, and making friends with strangers, and making memories with new people and the old ones. You know what I mean? Like, all you have to do is just maybe turn your face away from the phone and to those around you, but also maybe turn your face a little bit deeper into your phone. Because the only way I'm able to have these connections, you know, is when I look through deeply at the internet and I listen to people telling me their stories. I listen to people advocating for themselves, because I wish somebody would listen to me. When I advocate, I'm in pain, I need medicine. I am a white woman in America, and it still is not enough privilege to be heard sometimes. Like, if you think for a second that even if you look like me, you are okay and safe, you are far from wrong. You don't understand how wrong you can be about that, because all it means is humanity. Like, all we need is humanity. Like, all I needed yesterday was for the doctor to be there with me. Healthcare is community, healthcare is connection, healthcare is conscious listening, is compassion. It's not just like a prescription, it's not just a diagnosis, it's not just an appointment. Like, please, are you even hearing us? Like, it's so hard, guys. But I know that it's not over yet, and I'm not over yet. It's not over yet. And it's like, I hope that especially if you look like me, you watch my channel and you take what I say seriously and you implement that into your life, because we could tip the scales. Like, leave the people who have suffered enough out of it. Let us fix this together. Let us listen to them, what they need. Let us center their stories and their needs and their communities and their cultures. and their lives. Like, I want to see everybody live. I want to see everybody fly. I want to see everybody. I want to see everyone's magic. Like, why can't I see everyone's magic? You know, stop trying to kill the magic in Palestine. Stop trying to kill the magic in Congo. Like, please. It's killing me. I can't breathe. You know, like, it's all connected. Like, that's why Mother Earth and my dragon guardians probably told this dog, all right, she's ready. Attack her now. This is it's time for her to go. It's time for her to step up. Like, because, like, I've been so, like, I've been so weak and like feeble and like afraid of the stupidest shit. Like, I'm just so like ready to like take my freedom back and like not be afraid to express myself. Like, I'm here to express myself. Like, I don't want it to be reduced to likes. I don't want it to be reduced to views or thumbnails or algorithms. Like, I'm the fucking algorithm. I'm showing up. I'm making the magic. The law of the universe states consistent action over time is success. Consistent action over time, it's a formula. You guys, like, use the formula. Anything you want. It doesn't have to be social media. It could be in anything you desire. It's an action that you have to take. People will find you. Like, it's so true. You know? It's everything is only as easy as you allow it to be, my friend. Like, it's just guys, stop saying womp womp. Dude, it's okay. Like, it's, I think maybe we should like make buttons that say womp womp. You know? Like, it's pretty funny. It makes me think of, did you guys play Super Mario 64 as a kid? There's like these like walking wall guys where they like burr, 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 and they like land on you and they go "Urgh." It's so gross. Those guys remind me of when somebody says yeah, like, I'm just like not for everybody, and that's okay too. Like, that's something that I've had to learn as well. Like, my type of energy is really fucking freaky. Like, I literally have it in my name. Like, I mean, my slogan, like, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. We're not ending the live yet, but like that's like the slogan, I guess, because like that's exactly what that's exactly the whole part of my existence. Like, geeky, I know way too much shit I shouldn't. Cheeky, like, I'm trying to be funny and a little cute and a little sexy and a little like taboo sometimes, because like it's good to have a little like sassy sprinkle. And freaky because, you know, freaky, we all know freaky, okay? Just for a minute. Yeah, womp womp. Yeah, Toga, you're right. Everybody leave a like on the live for the womp womps in the chat. We love them. No, we accept all facets of the audience here. Like, you know, of course the hatchlings are the cornerstone of my existence, but like, you know, we give the like trolls some love too. Yeah. Anyway, I just really needed to get that out of my system. I sometimes really think that like people forget that like you're allowed to like express yourself in whatever way you want. You're allowed to show up in your life however you want to. Like, you don't have to necessarily do what everyone else is telling you. Like, this is why I say follow your intuition. Because if I didn't follow my intuition, my dreams would have never come true the way that they have. Like, I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed in my life that I stayed consistent in what I wanted. Because if I gave up, you know, like, I kind of gave up on this channel for a few years, like, my life wouldn't look the way that it does. Like, yeah, like, I might not get the kind of views that I used to on this channel. Like, yeah, the engagement and the like analytics might look bad, but like, that's not the part that like matters, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be a creator and you want to share your perspective and you want to share your experience, like, it's like the journey that matters. And every single time like you go to make content or you click upload or you like even leave comments on other people's stuff, like even when you leave womp womps in my chat, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate the engagement for the algorithm. Like, you guys are actually really helping me out here. So this is why, like, just leave the womps alone, because they're pretty good. So it's just whatever you want it to be, you know? I think I should make a womp womp dragon. You guys are really, truly inspiring me. I think what would you guys want the Womp Womp hatchling to look like? I think that might be the kind of like idea for like where we move like the membership content into. Like, if you guys don't know, I have like memberships set back up on this channel. There's like exclusive content you can get as a member, but also like you can get like stickers and like little like custom emojis to leave in the chat, and I want to like make it off of like what you guys like interact with. I want to do a beep beep lettuce. We're working on the beep beep lettuce dragon. And then I want to do a Womp Womp dragon. That'll be so cute. Everyone gets likes and subs so easy. Yeah, Jade makes art. You have to just like show up consistently. And like if you literally just take a couple of like just take a little bit of time out of your day to just try and learn how to like edit something on these apps, like similarly to a creator that you like, that you think you can make content similar to. Like, the only way you're gonna get to be like a professional is if you keep practicing. Like, I wouldn't be a draconic high priestess if I didn't consistently work with dragons, if I didn't consistently practice magic, if I didn't consistently burn myself in dragon fire to transform myself into who I'm meant to be. You know, like, that's what it means to walk the path of the dragon, and not everybody is meant to do that. Like, I am walking a left-handed path that has almost claimed my life many times, relentlessly, and I will do it the same way. If I had the choice to do it over again, I would do it the exact same way every single time, because nothing has provided me such a sense of inner strength like overcoming the challenges that my dragon guardians lead me towards. And I'm really proud of myself for like not giving that up, even when I was like so depressed, and like after I lost so much family, and after I lost my best friend Keisha. Like, that cat was still my best friend. Like, I think for the day until the day that I die, like that cat was literally like one of my soulmates. Like, she was everything to me, you guys. Everything to me. And she's always with me now. She's just in a different form. And like, I do have like my boyfriend now, and I have amazing human friends too, don't get me wrong. And I have a beautiful kitty, Nayala. But it's like, at the end of the day, the type of bond that I had with Keisha is just something that I'll never have again in this lifetime. And like, I have to honor that relationship for what it was, what it is, and what it always will be. And that has really forced me, it was a reckoning in my life. It really kind of was like the culmination of me growing up. It was almost like my rite of passage, because we really kind of have lost that experience as a rite of passage from adolescence until like adulthood in our culture these days. It's very intentional, don't get me wrong. But like, working with the dragons have provided me with kind of a growing path. It's almost like I was the seed and the dragons were the pot in the soil, and it was up to me to like, it was up to like how much I worked hard to get to the surface for the sunlight. Like, that was up to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but like, who knows? I don't even think it's over yet. You know, I don't think it'll ever be over until the day that I die, no matter what happens in my life, because that's just what it means to work with dragons, you know? So I'm gonna take some water. Cheers to that. Tragic nostalgic. Hey, what's up? Honestly, these words tonight are so perfect timing for me right now. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I cried earlier over my black cat familiar passing away a couple years ago. Dude, tragic nostalgic. Yeah, dude, like it's just something that I'll always kind of like be bittersweet now that she's gone in the physical sense. You know, but like, I know that she's like always with me, and I see her in my dreams constantly. And like, she walks with me. You know what I mean? She walks with me in my dreams. What do you mean by dragons? I'm the only girl in my family. Oh, interesting. That must be so overwhelming. I can't even imagine. Are you okay? Are you okay? You may be entitled to compensation, Jada. Or Jade makes art, sorry. But dragons, I work, if you're new to my channel, I make videos, or I have made videos in the past, I still do, about working with dragons in a spiritual sense. I consider them spiritual beings. Like, some people work with gods or goddesses. I work with dragon guardians, and I share my experience here on the channel. I'm also a dragonkin. I talk a little bit about that. That means I believe I have the spirit of a dragon in a human body, and I share that on the channel as well. Kind of like the kid that went on all levels except physical. I am a wolf. You know the idea? I'm one of those. I'm the only dog dragon in my family. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm so weird when you compare me to my family. Like if you literally held a picture of me and my family, like it would be like, find the one who doesn't belong. Like, do I just don't look like I make sense? It's okay though. I'm talking about like one side of my family over the other. There's like my dad. My dad, I'm really close with my dad. He's like the coolest bean. But he's sometimes in the lives too. So shout out to my dad, but I have to blow my nose. Sorry, I'm gonna actually mute this. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It's okay. That would happen to him. It's funny because he's literally called Phantom Love. So he got ghosted, his audio got ghosted. So if you didn't hear the audio because you didn't, I had it muted. That's hilarious. Go check out Jude David. He's a musician who I was in the music video for. I was like the ex-girlfriend who got in a fight with him. It's actually really fun music video. You should totally check it out. If you're also new to this channel, I work in my like real job is I work in like celebrity management and marketing. So like totally check out the music because so fun. So fun to be in the music video. But anyway, back to your regularly scheduled content. Um, that was so funny, you guys. I can't even breathe. That was the funniest thing. I'm a basketball player. That's so cool. I love basketball. I want to get better at it. I just have stitches in my foot. I don't want stitches in my foot. Okay. Any suggestions for getting more consistent with things I want to do? I'm known for being a massive procrastinator. Yeah, you have to understand that honestly, I was a massive procrastinator myself, and at the root cause of procrastination is a fear of success. Ooh, I'm so sorry. That one really hurt me when I realized that. So you have to attend the wound inside of you that's afraid to be successful, and you won't procrastinate anymore. It sucks. I went through it myself. I still have to go through it myself. Part of the reason why I haven't uploaded my first main YouTube video is literally just that. Because I'm just really, I'm going in a very different direction that I've always wanted to go into, and I'm just really excited. So it's like, when I actually finally do, it's like real, you know what I mean? And I think that after everything that I've been through, the procrastination and like taking that pivot and like finally just like clicking those videos like public and like I'm okay, I'm like ready to go, like let's execute. Like I've just like been through a lot, and like I'm afraid of like once I get once I have it all, like then I have something to lose. I used to like not have anything to lose in my life, and I was comfortable with that. And so like I would procrastinate everything I wanted to do with like, you know, like cheap entertainment, like cheap drugs, like cheap people, like just cheap lifestyle, unhealthy, like distraction after distraction. And it's just wild, you guys. Like I'm not gonna pay into that lifestyle anymore, because I know that that's where the statistics want me to go. The statistics want me to end up there. And because I can see that clear as day with my dragon eye, I know that I will never, ever, ever go there. I know better. Like, and it's kind of like, you know, like when you were a kid, if your family ever said, you know better, shame on you. I don't know if you ever had that kind of like programming as a kid. I did. It was really painful can only imagine how far it goes back in my family line. Woo! Brother, sister. Pain sucks, you guys. But that kind of a shame wound really sucks. But I've kind of learned how to weaponize that shame wound to my benefit, in the sense that it's like, once I know better not to do something, I like, in a sense of like what my purpose is meant for, like working with the dragons, showing up, talking about that, and like progressively over the time, like progressively like with them, when like I get the right guidance and following my intuition, like just creating what I feel like I'm supposed to create through their guidance, and like show up that way, like that's the only thing that matters in my lifetime. Because through that focus, through that laser focus of my existence, my being, the being of my human, if you will, that is what's going to actually change the world for the better. Because that is the only way that I can really become a sovereign being again, just after everything I've been through. Like, you know, when you go through enough trauma, trauma is just experiencing your freedom being taken away over and over and over and over again. You know, like, at least in my experience, that's the conclusion that I came to with my, just the path that I've walked. But Carlin Barker, I need something to be sad. No, you don't need something to be sad about. Like, sadness needs you to feel it, to exist. That's it. It doesn't exist if you don't conform to it. Like, and that's what I mean by, like, you have to kind of like assert your dominance over your own brain sometimes. Like, I have to assert like my own dominance over the pain in my foot right now, because like I could literally just be screaming and crying and writhing in bed right now. I could be investing all of my energy into that expression of my pain, but I know that that would only exhaust me and be a waste of my energy, and I have so much energy that I could channel with that pain into being present with you guys right now, because that's all I can do. You know, like, my boyfriend is the sweetest man in the world. He has taken care of me nonstop the past few days, and he even got attacked a little bit trying to, you know, help me get away from what happened to me. Like, I've never had that experience of somebody coming to defend me like that. Like, oh my god, like that, like, literally changed my life for the better. Like, you have no idea. Like, I've been in situations where my partner's run and I've been left. Like, that's so scary. And to know that, like, this man would never abandon me, no matter what. Like, he would take anything to make sure I'm safe. Like, wow, I literally was so humbled. And then I had to realize that, like, I have to show up just the same way. Like, I have to show up that way for myself too, and I can't abandon my energy, and I can't abandon the hatchlings. You guys, like, if I can channel this into something better for us, because like, I don't want my pain to be in vain anymore. Like, I used to suffer in silence so much, and what did that ever do for me but rob me of my friends and my family and my connections and, like, my community? All it's ever done is made me feel guilty and shameful and, like, ugly, and, like, that's not fair. Like, that's not fair to do to myself. Like, that's not fair to do to you if you do that to yourself sometimes. Like, I would even say that's almost a form of self-harm. Like, I can't do that, you know, like, which is why, like, I just have to listen to my intuition and follow my dragon guardians wherever they tell me to go. And I hope that, just if it could inspire one person to do the same, then my job is done. Because it doesn't matter what the algorithm says, the numbers say, what any of that, none of that matters. All that matters is the actual impact that it has. And truly, I'll never see that, you know? I'll never truly see the impact, the full impact that I have, you know? And that's the beautiful part about being a human being, is that if you just show up for your community as yourself, and you reach out your hand or reach out an olive branch. Why is it called an olive branch? We need to reach out our olive branches to Palestine, the heart of the world. It must be Palestine. You know, like, that's what matters. Like, humanity is so beautiful, you guys. Like, I can't even believe I got the opportunity to be a part of like this world and this community. Like that's what I have learned from getting attacked by like a dog, like randomly. Like I was so afraid. It was so scary being attacked. Oh my god. You know? And I would still choose the bear. I would still choose the bear. But like I just have to like be so for real with you guys right now. Like nothing has made me more grateful to be a human than like getting attacked and it not being worse. Like I've been so humbled and grateful, and I have so much energy and inspiration, and my life is getting so much better every single day. Like I never thought that I would have this kind of a life. I Even in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have made this up when I was a kid. It's so much better than I could have imagined, and I'm not the only one, because guess what? For as much dark and ugly stuff in this world, there is that much more beautiful, brilliant things too. It's a world of polarity. Like all of it balances each other out, and it's overwhelming, and hard to grasp sometimes, but those who get it, and I just think it's really important to like focus on yourself and whatever that looks like to you, like for me, focusing on myself has looked like taking care of my hair and taking care of my skin and taking care of like my nails and my teeth and my organs, and like that's so weird to me, like just the concept of like how can I take care of my organs? Who thinks of that shit? Like I was like, if I tell somebody that, they're gonna be like, do you belong in a mental hospital? And I'm like, why would you not think about how you can take care of your organs? Do you belong in a mental hospital? Like, what is the reality I'm living in? Like, but that's okay. It's kind of fun, right? Like, this is the Earth game, Like, this is probably the most exciting episode of the Earth game I've ever experienced and you've ever experienced. Like, the fact that I get to be a human right now and share that experience with the hatchlings, like, as Azura Dragonfeather, is the greatest gift of my existence, the greatest gift of my life. Like, and I'm just so honored to share this with you, to share this life with you, to share this journey with you, and I can't wait to show you all of the stuff that I've been making over the years that I've been gone, and just all of this like new life that I've been working on creating. Like sometimes you have to step away from who you think you're supposed to be to create who you are. And that's the story of my channel, Like I had to step away from who I thought I had to be to create who I am, to show up in my purpose. And that's the best gift I could have ever been given or received. And like I'm so honored that you guys chose to share some of your day with me today, because like this pain sucks a button. It sucks a butt. Whatever you want to say. I am on as many meds as I can safely take that aren't prescribed, because they would not prescribe me medicine for my pain. And have I have a newfound vendetta, like against just the way that it is, like, and I'm just so excited for like the future, because like the only constant is change, you guys. Like that's the only thing we're guaranteed. The only constant is change, and at the end you die. That's the Earth game. And like you get to fill in the rest, you get to decide the rest, and like that's the most exciting part. It can also be really scary and overwhelming, but it's like you either do it consciously, you either choose what you want with your will, or life will choose for you. And there's nothing bad or good about either way. It's just like, what do you want to do? Like the whole part of my life that has been the most rewarding has been my effort that I have put into reforming who I am as a human being, like on a spiritual practice, connecting with my dragon guardians and believing in that and following that no matter what anyone else ever told me, or what my family like religion was that I was born into, or like what people say I should be, like, or what I should believe in. Like just discovering that for myself, discovering who I am and what I believe for myself, and allowing myself to practice that unapologetically is just the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm like reaping the benefits of it so much every single day now, because it's like it compounds over time when you keep doing something consistently, right? Like when you keep practicing, especially magic, if you like keep practicing like these things consistently over time and you just keep up with that, like you start to compound on your skills, you start to get better faster, and you start to get more innovative because you have more knowledge and more repetition, you know? It actually is the most incredible thing you'll ever do for yourself, whatever it is, you know? Like if you want to be the smartest person in a room, just read books on whatever you love. Like you probably will be, you know? Like do your best to comprehend shit. Like don't just get your stuff from TikTok. Get off of like, you know, the social media and stuff, and be intentional when when you tune in. Like I only touch my phone when my intuition tells me to. Like it's a tool. It's not like what I have to be on all the time. Like I was so addicted to my phone just the way that I was addicted to my vape. You know, like it was so bad, you guys. Like I was like, "Oh, if I just watch content, like that's good content, like then I won't have to like worry about like actually practicing." And that was a really good recipe to lose my fucking mind. Like I don't ever want to do that again, you know, which is why like it's a balancing act. And like why like the only reason why I'm in a neutral state right now, like not really too happy, not really too like in pain or agony, is because I have the contrast of the pain in my foot channeling by the high like you know, mentality that I have created for myself. I also have some medicine, right? Like I did have some cannabis because I've been really intentional when I use cannabis now. I'm not trying to abuse it as much as I used to. Like I don't consume it every day. I haven't consumed it in a long time. I only consume it when I absolutely need it, and that is for my chronic pain. And I will not be shy about sharing that. I've never been shy about sharing that. You know what I mean? Um, but it's just like I personally like just feel like I have to be like cuz I know better. Like I have to be wise about this, and like I don't want to like let something like, you know, a freak accident like take away my progress, or take away just like how much I love hanging out with the hatchlings, you know? Like I've been sick. I've had quite the like week, you know. There's a lot of like change going on, like just in our like studio space. Like we're just redoing a lot of stuff and like resetting up some new spaces. I'm also just setting up like altars again, like because we've just been trying to figure it out with the cat, because like she's just a little mischievous, just in a way that like Keisha wasn't. Keisha was like kind of like weird about my altars when I was a kid, but like she like didn't really care much for them like after she was like 4 and onwards. Um, but yeah, like I just feel like so many good things are on the horizon that no matter what bad things happen to me right now, it just can't stop me. Like who knows, like maybe it was even like I don't know, like I don't know what's possible. Who knows what happened to me truly, but like all I know is that like I'm okay. It wasn't worse, and like it gave me a cutting edge that I didn't know I needed, and I'm really grateful for that. And I want to challenge you guys, like if there's one like call to action takeaway from the live today, I just really want to challenge you guys to like approach your pain like a dragon. You know, I want you guys to literally approach your suffering with the attitude of a dragon, because have you tried everything else to fix yourself and nothing else has worked? Like for me, this is what worked for me. You know, I had to be like, you know what, depression, you're not here, and I'm going to keep fighting it every day until I'm better. And you know what? I did that. And like part of healing from my depression, and part of healing from my anxiety, and part of, you know, healing from like my PTSD a little bit was just like realizing that I have a right to be present right here, right now. I chose to be here right now. That's why I made the choices that I did in the past. You know, I'm very grateful that I was able to like save my life from certain situations that almost made it to where I wouldn't have the future that I'm living today. And like you guys might not realize how close you are to having that like turning point in your life, because now that I'm like kind of on the other side of like living my dreams, like after being consistent with like just working with the dragons and like following their guide, even though I might not cast all the circles or do all the rituals or cast all the spells, like my magic looks a little bit different than that these days. You know, like my magic is just sometimes even hard to like express in the videos, but like that's why my dragon guardians want me to show up the way that I do now, because they say that the real magic happens when the human incorporates the magic into their being. Beautiful guardians. Their words are so beautiful when they speak for me. But when the magic is incorporated into the human's being, it becomes a way of life and it's a natural expression every day. And that's why they want me to show you guys the daily dose of dragon feather. And to be, even when I'm like, feel like it's too, like the days that I've skipped on like the daily dose of dragon feather, because it's not like every single day, right? Because that's the intention, right? It's just like been, because those days were like a little too hard. I didn't know how to show up on camera. I didn't know how to like do the daily dose right. I didn't know if it was okay, or like I thought I was gonna get in trouble if I did it, or but it's just like the mental blockage, you know what I mean? And like the daily dose of dragon feather is just as much for like me to like experience life too, as it is to like connect with you guys and to like hang out with you guys. And like I hope that like even if you guys are content creators yourself, that you can take that kind of approach with your content creation, you know, like realize that what you create and how you show up on your channels and on your Instagrams and your TikToks, like how you guys choose to engage on social media as a creator is like a direct reflection of like what you want to like, of like what you think you need to be, you know what I mean? Like you're allowed to have it be for you too. Like it doesn't have to be just like for likes, it doesn't have to be for this, that, or the other. You can just start a journey and keep creating in the way that you want and see where it takes you. Because I didn't know if magic was real when I first created this channel, but I had a hunch. I had a hunch that magic was real. And I had a feeling that if I used magic and I practiced magic, that I could make my dreams come true. And I'm here to tell you that in 2024, magic is real. And I made my dreams in music as a musician come true. Like, I don't know how I did it. I just did it because I believed. Because I believed in my magic and I trusted my intuition and I followed my guardians and I followed my spirit team and I didn't ignore myself and I tried to learn about who I was, you know, and I want to share that with everybody else, you know, because like that's all you can do when you're stuck in bed with stitches in your foot. You know, like I've been kicked on my ass by the universe and all I can do is sit here and think. You know, like all I can do is sit here and like try and create content, because that's where I'm like literally stuck in bed and I'm gonna be unable to walk for maybe a few days. Like, but I could have been a few weeks, you know, like I could have been so much worse. And like the fact that I'm not, I just hope that, you know, like I can take this blessing and make the most of it, you know. Come again, but what did you mean by that? I'm not sure, Jesse 11, what you're talking about. But I just want to like make sure that like I'm doing the best that I can every day and I'm not missing any opportunities because like I feel like I'm not good enough for them, or I feel like I'm not allowed to express myself, or I'm gonna get in trouble, because that's been a huge thing my whole life. That's probably one of the worst traumas of my entire existence, is that if I really express myself and show up the way that I want to, like I will get in trouble and it will cost me in trauma, and like that's unfair, that's unrealistic and unsustainable. I hope your recovery is swift. Thank you, Carlin Barker, I appreciate it. But like all I can do is like do my best and set an example. And you know, for like the example that I set on my channel now, like here, I want to tell you guys something actually, so you guys kind of have an insight to like why I make the videos that I do. For some of you guys who don't know, I am part of a system, like a DID system. Is there a dragon feathers? Just the only one that shows up on the channel and online, for like our own protection, to be honest. I'm very mask on about this. I don't talk about this. But in the context of my channel now, the videos I make now as Azura and post on this channel are the videos I needed as a kid. you know, like when no one was there for me. And I hope that she's ready to come back one day. And I hope that by making these videos, she will. And that is the most vulnerable I've ever been on my channel. Holy shit. My dragon sat there proud of me. I need some water after that one. So, there's not many of us in this system, but we do everything we do for them. So, if you like that concept, please like the video and please subscribe, especially if you are a system. And maybe I'll feel brave enough to talk more about it. I have a lot of reservations about that one, especially with the career that I have, you know, but I'm lucky enough right now that like I can make content like live streams every single day, just being honest and candid. And I just don't think people really care as much as like I fear that they do, or that I've been told that they do, you know? Like, I think there was maybe a few people in my life that maybe kind of projected that onto me, and I'm just recovering from that. You know, I was really, really young, very young. All of this stuff happened. Hold on, I'm blowing nose. Whew. So, when you get attacked and you get stitches in your leg, I guess it really makes you think about some things, doesn't it? It really makes you appreciate how precious the moment is, and like it made me realize that I don't want to waste another second like keeping what I really want to say like silent. Like, I know I do a lot of activism recently and just have been like over the past few years, but like I know I can be doing better, and I've been trying my best recently because like my witchcraft is for justice. Here, let me tell you something. I'm actually like a real American. My witchcraft is for liberty and justice for all. That's what it means to be an American to me. At least in the way that I was raised, like in a very, very like pro-American family, like very patriotic. You know what I mean? Like, my takeaway from that as a kid was I fight for liberty and justice for all. Period. And that has never left me. And it's kind of funky sometimes when like I have to remind the people who taught me that like what that means. I'm like, you know, that means like for everybody, like everybody, like, right? Like not just the people who like we like or we're comfortable around or that we understand, like even the people we can't even speak to. That's the thing. Who disrespected you? We go and find them. Oh man, I'm sure I'm sure they're getting whatever karma is, whatever karma. My guardians told me that like for me in my life, I'm never supposed to worry about that kind of a thing because I'm divinely protected in a way that I just will never understand. They're like, when you choose to work on a spiritual path, like, and walk on a spiritual path and dedicate yourself to that, no matter who you are, no matter what it is you're practicing, as long as you pick something and stay consistent to it, it's impressive because most people can't keep going, you know. And I don't mean like the superficial, like, you know, Christian, go to church. Like, no, that's not even like technically what church even is, like, according to Jesus, honestly. Like, it's supposed to be communal. It's supposed to be everybody meets as one people before like the creator. You know what I mean? Like, whatever that is to you. Like, maybe the creator to you is Allah, but maybe the creator to me is a dragon guardian. Who knows? I don't know what's true. Maybe it's just the universe. Maybe it's just all that is. Maybe it's just source energy. Maybe it's just consciousness. Like, I have no idea, and I don't think I'm really meant to know these things. I just think I'm meant to know thyself and know how to show up as who I am, and be present in who I'm supposed to be, and just not be afraid to show up no matter who it scares. Because like, my guardians told me that like, when you walk the path of the dragon, especially, like, you become scary to those who don't understand and who aren't willing to learn and try. And like, that's why, like, you know, a lot of like, a lot of the draconic path and like working with dragons was always passed down through word of mouth, through like trusted individuals, because it's such a sacred, such like a very anciently elusive type of craft to work with. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want people to take what they see and like, you know, fantasy shows and in their video games and equate that to real like dragon, like working and walking the path of the dragon. Like, I don't want people to really like get that idea. Like, yes, there's some crossover, don't get me wrong. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities, but I'm saying like, at the core of working with dragons, it's not like working with like, oh, this elemental dragon and like this guardian is this, and like they told me that I'm this, this, and this, and like what, like, I don't really know how better to explain it than that. It's just like, it becomes so like a categorical thing in a way, like, if you will, like, oh, what kind of dragon are you? What kind of dragon guardian do you work with? Like, what element are they? Like, it's just like it's very rudimentary, I guess, but like, at the same time, like, that's not really what it's about. Like, it's about like learning how to become an alchemist of energy and life, of your life force, using your life force energy to create the life you desire and you want. Like, that's the whole point, and it has to be for protecting what's precious. Like, they give you access to that kind of magic if you really are going to protect what's precious, like, at least when you're working with dragons. And like, it's just never ever going to be something that like everybody's going to understand about me. And like, I had to accept that a long time ago, and like, it was really hard to like realize that no matter what I do in this lifetime, like, people are going to always like come after me and be like, oh my gosh, you're going to hell, oh my gosh, this and that. I had to like accept that reality a long time ago and realize that it was never about me. Like, it was never about me when people say those kinds of things. Like, that's just none of my business. Like, my own business is like what's going on in my head and how I'm showing up for my community. Whoop! And how I'm taking care of myself. Like, that's my business. Like, and how am I supporting like my friends and my family and my fellow creators that are like near and dear to my heart. Like, how do, and like, just friends, people who need me too, you know, like, how can I show up for people in a way that they need somebody? Like, that's what it means to be human, you know? That's what it means to be human. Like, you don't have to make it any more complicated than that. It doesn't have to be. Don't overthink it, you know? That's when we suffer. We suffer when we overthink things, you know? Like, I hate trying to like find a reason in everything sometimes. I like forget to be who I am. I forget to like just remember what it means to be Azura Dragonfeather. Like, you know, like, I used to just be like, I'm having a bad day, blah 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 blah. But now I'm just like, okay, well, how does Azura handle a bad day? Like, what does it really mean to show up authentically as me and like go through the motions of a daily life? You know? To anybody, don't let people rent space in your head. Juliana Rodriguez, thank you so much for joining the chat. You are so beautiful. You are too. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. But yeah, you have some really good wisdom there, my friend. There's some people who've just been living rent-free in my brain for far too long. Like, some of this has to do with just trauma, you know? Part of PTSD is replaying memories in your head unprovoked. And like, something that really sucked is that when I got caught, like, when I got attacked, I wasn't even being attacked by a dog. I was back in my trauma memories. But this time I was having physical trauma with that, and that was fucked up. You know? And I was like, I can't let this ruin me. Like, I can't let this, like, cause a new layer of the trauma. Like, I have to figure out how to shift this now. Like, this has to be shifted now. Like, I have to, like, alchemize this now, or it's gonna take away my progress, you know? And so, sorry, I chose to use it to shift what was ever left in my body of that trauma out. And let me tell you, that felt like my graduation ceremony. On the path of the dragon, that felt like my fucking graduation ceremony. No fucking book could ever teach me how to do that. No content creator could ever teach me how to do that. No preacher or prophet could ever teach me how to do that. It was my dragon guardians and my spirit team that have been consistently showing me through my intuition how to act and how to move. The more that I followed that, the moment of me getting caught and attacked was what happened. That was like, literally felt like I just like won the game, you know, when that happened, because now I just feel almost like purified. Like, I like took that energy, and instead of letting it live in my body and rot me from the inside, I took that energy and I shifted the residue of what was left from my past out through just like expressing my pain. I didn't censor myself in that experience. I screamed, I cried, I said whatever I needed to. I followed my guardians like they were there in a way that I've never experienced. And I'm just like ready. I'm finally ready for whatever may come. And like, I'm here to tell you guys that like this experience, this life that you're living is so special. Please remember how special it is. You know, please remember how you want to create it, you know? Only you have the blueprint in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit. And you can find it with the help of your spirit team by following your intuition. And it's not easy, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. You know, it's going to be really uncomfortable sometimes, but you are capable. You really are. And it's like, if I can do it, you can do it. And I don't care if you disagree with me, because I'm a human being just as much as you're a human being. And we are all capable of doing what I do. My guardians tell me this is why anyone can work with dragons. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what spiritual practice you have. It doesn't matter if you're even an atheist. Like, there are atheists who work with dragons. They just treat them like friends. Everybody has a different perspective. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they treat them a little differently. You know what I mean? You know what you should do? You should celebrate the fact that you are who you are, and that whoever made you feel this way, you got it out. Celebrate the fact that you've been the best person for you. Oh, that's really sweet, Juliana Rodriguez. That would be a really cute video idea, actually. So I'm gonna add that to the list. The next video, I promise you guys, the next video that I upload will be my official video back, and it's really exciting. It's with a bunch of different creators. I ask them for advice since I haven't been on my channel in so long. I just didn't really know how to create content, especially in the newer environments that I'm in now with the type of work that I do in like digital marketing and celebrity management. That's like that's my day job for those of you guys who are here a little bit later in the video that I talked about earlier in the stream. But I'm really excited to see like what you guys think of like the new like content style. Like, I mean, the Daily Dose of Dragon Feather, you always get those in like this way, like the raw type of like just chit chat, hang out kind of thing. And then like I just want to like go back to my roots and share my magic in a more concise way, more creative way that's fun and like doesn't overwhelm me, and like it's gonna be awesome like to share with you guys. And I think that it's been a long time coming too. I think a lot of us have been waiting for this. I know I have my whole life. Like, this is just always what I wanted to do. You know, I've always wanted to be like a content creator. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, I remember when YouTube first came out and I would like watch it with my friends, and like it was just a fun time, you know, and just then being a part of it, and then like just everything that's happened since, and everyone that I've met since has just absolutely been like, it's changed my life for the better, you know, like, and I'm just doing my best to keep going, because the only thing that hurt more than the trauma was not being present on the channel. I know I had to do that, but I really missed like the community we have here, and like just like the Hatchling clan, and like just hanging out with you guys every day, cuz you know, way back in the day, like I used to do that all the time, you know what I mean? I was a kid, like I had like all the time on my hands when I got home from school, and that's like literally what I did every day. So it was just really, really like fun how it's like grown and changed over the years to what it is today. Like, I never thought that I would end up here where I am right now, like on my channel and just like in my experience, like, of life. But I'm honored to share the journey, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get my purse open. She's just a little packed. There we go. Yeah, we have some Aquaphor. It's just a little bit chapped on the lips. Sorry, guys. It's okay, though. I don't know. Some people don't like when people do that on camera. Some people do for the ASMR stuff. I don't know. I really might make an ASMR channel, because the ASMR videos don't algorithmically do very well on this channel. But I love ASMR content. It relaxes me so much. If I'll be honest, I have no religion, but I'm a Christian family, so I've been afraid to tell my father about it. He's extremely Christian. Yeah, you don't need to tell anyone. That's what I've learned with working with the dragons. They say, speak you little, listen much, or little seen gets more done, I should say. And, like, you just don't need to, like, tell people who don't deserve to know. You know what I mean? Like, I personally, like, don't offer my information about, like, my practice with anyone like I used to, like in person, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to hear about my practice, like, I tell people to check out my channel now, because it's like, you know, like, this is where I choose to share that. Like, and some people who I like trust and like are very close to me, like, I talk about my practice a little bit with them, but like, it's just different, you know? Like, it just depends on who I'm working with, you know? But there's a lot of things that like my guardians tell me are for no human ears to ever hear. And like, it's my responsibility to not like speak it into existence. You know what I mean? Like, that's been a really crazy responsibility in terms of some of the magic that I practice, you know what I mean? Like, but it's also not like unique to me. Like, this magic isn't like mine. It's like a gift from my guardians that they've taught me how to do this. And this is why like I share my experience with working with dragons on my channel, because like anyone can do this. You just have to like walk the path of the dragon and for the right reasons, and be consistently disciplined in it. Like, they say it's simple but not easy. It's just honestly difficult, you know? Like, I'm not really sure sometimes where I'm going next. And a lot of the times, like, sometimes people don't understand me, like, even the ones who are close to me. Like, sometimes they get angry or frustrated, and it's mostly just because, like, how do I explain that, like, like, this is just what I'm being told to say? Like, I don't know, like, sometimes people get upset, but I'm not gonna, like, not say what I feel called to say anymore, because like I follow my intuition above anyone else's opinions. It's definitely a weird experience for some people's reactions, especially when they're conditioned to know me showing up in a different way. Like, some of my family, like the way that I show up now, they're like, I don't even know you anymore sometimes, and it's just like, well, gee, I wonder why you didn't like bother to like get to know me again. I don't know. Some of them are really sweet though. Like my dad, he's so supportive, and like I really love my mom. Like, she's doing really well right now too. And like, I'm just really proud of like a lot of my family, a lot of my family members, but some of them I just don't talk to, and that's fine. Like, I do my best. You know, like, there's no like bad feelings though. Like, I don't have any like bad things to say. It's just like, I wish it could be different. You know what I mean? Like, and like I like wish, you know, sometimes I even pray wishing that like it would change, you know, because like who wants to cut out their family? Like I don't really think anyone born wants to like actively choose to do that. I just don't think that's like something that people want to do. I don't know, unless it's like necessary. Like it's literally was preventative care for my mental health, unfortunately. Anyway, I am feeling much better now. My foot still is in a lot of pain. It's just ridiculous. I'm really grateful that I have at least something to manage my pain. I just don't feel the best, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure when I'll go to bed again. I'm hoping that I can get some rest tonight, but another thing that I wanted to like share with you guys is that I've been really focusing on paying attention to my dreams recently. Um, I think it's really important to keep a dream journal if you guys can, um, and to just really focus on like making sure that you take as much care and being as descriptive as possible when you write about your dreams. Because when you look back at it and the more detailed it is, even if it's hard to like get that detail in the moment, because sometimes it's hard to like remember your dreams, but like just when you get really detailed about it, just make sure to be as detailed as possible can help you so much in the future that you didn't even know. You know, some of the dreams that I can look back and read are just like really profound as time goes on. And like, I'm so grateful to have that guidance, you know, in the detailed way that I do, because like, otherwise, like, I would kind of be lost in that sense. Like, you can remember dreams, but like, if you don't really take the time to like be detailed with it, like, you just got to understand that like it might not benefit you as much as it could have. Hey Luna Rainbow, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the live. Hello, how are you, hun? I'm doing the best that I can right now. Um, if you're just joining in the live, I got attacked by a dog, so I have stitches in my leg, my foot specifically. Pretty bedridden right now. I have crutches. So I'm just kind of showing you guys live, like live real time how I alchemize my pain into power. My dragon guardians told me to. I'm a little uncomfortable being that vulnerable on camera, but I'm just trying to follow them because that's just my practice, my spirituality, I guess. um, I don't mean to be negative, but when you don't have any family, things can be more difficult. Oh, yeah, no, I get it, Douglas McGregor. It can be so much more difficult, but this is why community is so important. Like, sometimes you have to have a chosen family and you have to, like, you know, find those people, and it can be really hard to find your chosen family. Sometimes it can take years or decades and it's the worst. But I think a good faith in yourself and a good like self-care and a good perspective on who you are is half the battle, honestly. I've had a few weird dreams this week. Yeah, it's been really weird. I personally am just over all of the medicine I'm taking. I hate taking pills, you guys. Like, but it's like I've had to kind of like resort to it a little bit, like, you know, just to manage my pain, you know, I'm just overwhelmed and like trying to sleep and the swelling is bad. Like, I just don't know, like, if I've ever wanted to get like a cosmetic procedure, I definitely don't anymore because I don't want to deal with stitches and this shit. Um, shit is ridiculous. Um, I do not recommend. For the people who do that stuff, total mad respect. That shit's wild. Like, that kind of body modification is a lifestyle, and I salute that. It's kind of crazy, man. But just, like, it is a risk, though. So, it's just kind of scary for me. But yeah, I definitely think I'm doing better now. I would say that, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, my pain's probably, like, an 8. Maybe a high 7 point, like, 7.9 or something. But, like, yeah, I'm just doing my best, man. Like, it's really hard to cope sometimes. I talked about earlier how America, like, the American healthcare system kind of failed me in my experience. I don't feel like telling the story again because it was kind of traumatic. But you can rewatch the live if you're interested in hearing my ER experience. Honestly, you guys, my ER experience from my attack was more traumatic than the actual attack. And if that doesn't capture why we choose the bear, I don't know what will. The bear won't gaslight me about my pain. Oh yeah, it's been really tough, guys. I feel like I am doing the best that I can. I'm actually pretty grateful that I've been able to kind of like keep it together so well, cuz like, you know, just being like a little bit on the autism spectrum, like the sensory stuff is just so awful. Like it's like really making me unmask in a way I never knew that I needed to. Yeah, so that's fine. It's okay though. It's everything in its place and its rhythm, you know? Hey, Al.
How you doing?
Not very good.
What's going on?
I'm trying to hang out with the hatchlings to distract myself.
How's that going?
Pretty good so far. They're a pretty awesome audience. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did you bring food?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet, chicken.
For both of us, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. I'm not too hungry, but I appreciate
It's not
it.
a feeling.
Girl, I love you. Post more. You want me distracted on a bad way? Literally, I'm going to listen to this for the rest of the chat. Aw, that's cute. Joyful Glass Rose. Thanks for joining the live. Can I see your dragon figure on your nightstand, please? I also have been subbed to you for a long time, so it's nice to see you, friend. Oh, hey, Dice the Demon. Did I say you're the demon?
Ice is still ice.
Honestly grateful. Yeah, she's kind of, hold on, let me turn this around. This dragon is kind of buried a little bit. I can give you a better look-see later. I love this one. This one's like an OG dragon from the channel. That's an Azurite bracelet. If you have been here for a while, you know this is one of my favorites. It's really well done, actually. I love it. Yeah, so thank you so much for the food, babe. I'm just really in so much pain. It sucks. I've recently been diagnosed with autism too. Explains a lot of communication problems in the past. Yeah, I understand that for sure. I love you. Have so much fun sending you positive healing energy on. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you guys. I really hope that I can get better soon. I'm hoping that I can walk in a couple days, you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, did you tell them what happened?
Yeah.
What were they got their opinions?
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's an awesome dragon. Yeah, I know, I love it. I've had it for a really long time, actually. I think I got it.
It's really good. You'll love it.
I think I got it for like my 20th birthday. Is it hot, you said?
It's not, yeah, just like.
Thank you.
Just test the waters. I feel really anemic and weak right now.
Me.
I was like in the room with her for a while. I was playing with her, with her, and but then I was just getting so hungry and like I just couldn't think straight, and I was like,
oh, babe.
uh-oh. So I was getting like super nervous. I know.
Sorry, puppy.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I should get some food.
Honestly, I've been on here for a long time. I've almost been on here for 2 hours, huh? It's kind of awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Come on, girl. I know you'll be able to work. You're strong. You'll get through this. Yeah. I'm sure I'll be able to walk soon. It's just today is like, you know, like kind of the first day after the fact that it happened. So yeah, I have to like go like change my bandages too. It sucks. Speaking of birthdays, my birthday is a week from today. Yikes, I'm only 42. No, that's exciting. I love experiencing life as I get older. Like, I think it's just gonna keep getting better, honestly. Just as long as you like do whatever you can to take care of yourself. Excuse me, that's like what I've been learning recently, and I think that's probably why the universe decided to let me get scratched. Oh, sure.
Ready? Having an appetite now?
Barely.
That was a good bite.
Yeah, it was a little big.
Yeah. It's good. You gotta eat.
Thank you. Oh, I love this chat. The love this chat has. Oh, Carlin Barker. I'm glad you could make it today. My the weed helped a little. That's why I'm feeling, I think I have an appetite. It kind of helped me have one. It's kind of spicy. We'll always be here for you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. The only thing I want so bad for my birthday is to finally be with my twin. I miss him so much. Aw. Yeah, I feel you on that one. But all you gotta do is focus on yourself, you know? Okay, you gotta slow down, dude. I know. Well, eat your food, babe. I'm gonna choke on it.
Sorry.
Did you get the keys?
Yeah. Some like fucking brown dudes. Like, what up, bro?
Oh my gosh.
I got his personal direct number, so anytime now I might just be like, hey, bro.
Oh yeah, that's good actually.
Honestly, fucking State Farm was.
Yeah, that was a while. Yeah, we
I can call State Farm making a claim and then call him after.
That's funny.
But he was really cool.
That's cool. I graduated.
Such an easy way to unlock the car. It's fucked.
Oh, yeah,
I want to like just get my own supply load. Let's just put an airbag in it. Oh yeah, don't tell me.
I'm literally on live. No.
Yeah, you're right.
What are you doing? Just trying to tell you all of our secrets. Can't tell you guys all the secrets yet. It's 12:20 a.m. I don't know why I'm up. I don't have the energy to go to bed. That's funny. I don't have the energy to go to bed. That's really funny. A minute ahead of you, lol. Nah, dude. I honestly should probably try to eat some like an actual meal instead of just picking at things. But I did want to say thank you guys so much for joining me today. You guys have made my day so much better, and you've helped me help me kind of distract myself a little bit from just the aching pain I have on my foot. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. But until next time, stay geeky and freaky, little hatchlings. Buzz and bye.